Well, my grandmother was in charge of she was a member of the Republican Women's Group
Mm-hmm.
in the community next door to where Richard Nixon was visiting. And my grandmother was in charge of having sandwich signs made to walk up and down this great thing called the Ocean Pathway.
Mm-hmm.
And I got hired for $10
Yeah, you
to
did.
walk up there, and I got my grandmother to hire a lot of my friends. But I made my sign, and I made a sign that said Nixn.
What does that mean?
I left the O out.
Nix. Oh, Nixon. I got you.
Yeah, so I had left the O out
Okay.
intentionally,
Nixon.
and my grandmother was yelling at me. She was like, "Don't you know how to spell?" I said, "Yes, I do. I know how to spell very well."
Mm-hmm.
I was a very intelligent child. I think I was in second grade. Walked up and down. He arrives in a helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a famous wave that he did when he got off the helicopter. So as he got off the helicopter,
Was it like that
he
little
looked,
stiff one?
similar. But I remember he got off the helicopter and looked right at my sign and then called the Secret Service agent to get me to bring me over
Mm-hmm.
to meet him. And he asked me what was wrong with my sign. And I said, "Nothing, sir." He said, "Well, are you good at spelling?" I said, "Yeah, which name would you like me to do? Richard, Milhouse, or Nixon?" He said, "Well, what's that sign say?" I said, "It says Nixn. I left the O out intentionally because if it just said Nixon, I would just be one of 13 kids walking around. You'd pay no attention."
Mm-hmm. Boom. Clever marketing.
Well, great marketing.
I do
Brought
shit
me
like that all
into
the time.
got me in the
Yeah.
limelight. So I said to my grandmother, at that time I was a boy, "Can your grandson spend a day with me? And I'll give you $100."